Come on in, share this with your friends.
Yo.
We are back for another Wednesday, guys. You know, we got to give the late comers their usual grace time, and we were a couple minutes late ourselves, so there's that. The host of the show is still on vacation currently, but she will be in attendance virtually. Hold on. Turn my sound off. And why don't I see the podcast page?
It doesn't come up like that. I don't know.
It usually comes up online. Let's see. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right. So let's get the word out to the people. We're starting. We're live, guys. Who are these people? Harpo, who this hoe? Let's send it to the people. It's definitely him. Yeah, let's send it to all the people, right? Because why not? He's talking about a pretty serious topic today, a couple serious topics today. A little divergence from our normal, usual, provocative perspective topics. But it's going to be a good conversation, I think. What you think?
I think so. Might be good to bring some awareness to it.
Yeah. Because life is not all fun and games, people. If you did not know. Can y'all hear me? I got a mic on, but I think it's on. I think it should be good. Yes. Who the fuck is that? I should be funny and sing to this girl, shouldn't I? I should. I feel like I should. I feel it in my spirit. We hear you. Larry, you breathing in the mic. That's what she said. Hey, Braylon. Hey, T. Marie. Hi, Michaela. I don't know who you are, but hi. Yeah, tonight's topics are going to be a little heavy, but I think we're all mature enough to get through it, right? I think so. I believe in y'all. I got faith in the group. This is a safe space for the most part, right? For the most part. Come on in and share this with your friends. We're going to give y'all a couple more minutos to get up in here. Oh, let me send it to him too. Hold on. Forgot about you, boo. I don't like when it be random pages watching my story. You know what I mean? Should I make my page private?
No, who's gonna see it?
They can't see it if it's private, right? Yeah, because it be random people watching my stories, and I'm like, bitch, who you? I feel like it's some comments that I can't see on my phone because I see them over there, but...
Just because you don't have them as a friend.
Yeah. I don't like that for us. Oh, wait, we got the iPad, don't we?
Oh, she got that shit.
Oh, no, she got the iPad. Oh, Brittany. Okay, look at the Look at the TV. She funny. She a funny nigga. Should we give him a couple more minutes since we were late, or should we start at 8:10? Let's see how many people in here. 6, 7. Okay. We'll give the people a couple more minutes. How about that? How about that?
I haven't even been outside. Like, last night.
Cause the pollen, yeah, it's allergy season for real. I don't know. Did you have allergies during COVID? Like during those years when we had lockdown and stuff?
I actually think I got them after COVID.
Did you have allergies your whole life?
No.
Okay. I had allergies my whole life, but during COVID, I did not. My allergies did not bother me at all. But like the past 2 years, oh yeah.
That's what it has been for me. Like,
oh yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. The allergies are allergying. Yes, they are. But I'll say this though about the allergies. When I was younger, it used to be real bad. Like I couldn't breathe out my nose. I was fucking sneezing and shit all day. Eyes mad, puffy, crying and looking crazy, face puffy. Nowadays, my allergies, it be like my eyes be itching real bad, like real bad. I be feeling like I got like eyelashes in my eyes or something. She be scratching them shits all day, making it worse. That's really what it be for the most part now, but I'd rather have nothing. Oh, she could hear your phone. They could hear your phone, I mean. No, that's 60. Alright, turn your phone down to echo.
Tell her to shut the fuck up.
Alright, guys, let's relax. Okay, we're gonna give the people 3 more minutes and then we're gonna start. But if you're in here, little preview of the topics. Tonight's topics are gonna be sexual trauma, right? Whatever that entails, rape, and domestic violence. I think we should go from heaviest to lightest, right? Yeah. Okay. Wow. I like your sweater. What's that? Spinelli?
Yes.
Fire. Black Spinelli.
Don't get a white.
That's fine. Hi, Tiny. You don't know Spinelli? You too young. It's a glare on my glasses. I can't see it like that. This viewing situation is a little mind-boggling at the moment. Okay, I think we can get started. So first, without further ado, as you all can see,
Brother Deacon is here.
Brother Deacon is here.
Sorry.
T is here. But Madam is not. She's here in spirit. She's on vacation, living her best life, rejuvenating and relaxing. And we love that for her. But today you have us, your lovely co-hosts. So yeah, a lot of the topics today were not my idea, but I brought it up because yes, we come here, we have fun, we talk shit, we get into some provocative things, right? But really, we're talking about sex most of the time, right? And sex is great. We love it. It's good. But there is also a dark side to sex, just like any and everything else, right? So we just wanted to shed a little light on some things that you may have gone through, you may know somebody that has gone through. I feel like these things touch everybody in a different way. You know what I mean? If not directly, then, you know, a friend, a family member, or whatever. So, out of the three topics, right? Domestic violence, rape, and sexual trauma. Which would you say is the heaviest? For me, I think rape and sexual trauma can be like combined.
Well, no, because I could say sexual trauma could just be, you could have that, like, I feel like you could have sexual trauma and it not even be like, let me see, a dark thing. It could be a bad experience type thing.
Okay. Okay.
So I think rape and abuse stage is that, and then sexual trauma is still like on the lower side.
And then domestic
Because
violence.
that's like,
Or
I would say
sexual
like,
trauma's at the bottom, and then
yeah,
domestic
because
violence.
sexual trauma, like I feel like, let me give you an example. Like if you first time you get head, if it's with a girl from braces and she scratched that shit, you might be a little,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I wasn't even thinking about shit like that. That's a good way to look at it.
That's a type of sexual trauma. But there's also like the sexual trauma where it's like
right,
somebody's doing something to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not an incident that happened that traumatized you.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I think rape.
See, this is why we got Brother Deacon here, because I wasn't even thinking about that perspective, to be quite honest with you. But with that in mind, I got a funny story about sexual trauma. Not about me, but I saw it happen, and Lord Jesus, if it's anybody in this chat that can attest to the story that I'm going to tell, they will tell you I'm not lying. I mean, everything I say, all truth. Luckily, this was before we was really like on our cell phones heavy and recording shit all the time. Like, this was back in the day for me. But yeah, we'll get into that later. So yeah. So we're gonna start with the heaviest. Heaviest is rape, right?
Yeah.
Nobody likes a rapist. Let's just put that out there, right? So, I don't know where this conversation is going to lead, but I'm just going to speak from my heart, right? I've never been raped, right? But I have been a victim of sexual abuse. And I put those in the same category, right? Now, that's not to take away from anybody who's ever been raped or a victim of that, because that's traumatic, right? To have that done to you is disgusting and traumatic. But sexual assault, at least in my case, it was also traumatic because it was afflicted upon me by someone who should have been my protector, right? So, and I feel like that's usually how it goes in like a black family, or like in, you know, in families in general in life. The people that hurt you the most is the ones closest to you. So shit like that. But question for Brother Deacon. As a man, right? One, I'm not gonna ask you how you feel about rape, because that's a weird question, right? Nobody likes rape, nobody likes a rapist. But do you know personally anyone who has been raped?
Yeah, so actually the first, like, one of the first girls I ever dated was sexually assaulted. I'm not gonna say she was raped. I'm gonna say she was sexually assaulted. And that kind of like affected the way she looked at relationships for a while. So yeah, I do know somebody that went through that. But
you say it affected the way she looked at relationships, like how?
Like she didn't date men for a while. Like she didn't date for a while. And this was like young, like 14, 13. So
I can see that. And in my instance, I wouldn't say it stopped me from dating. It just made me realize, like, anybody can hurt you, you know? I feel like for some people, they might go through something like that and they might go the other way and they might become more sexually active, right? Like that might turn something up in them. Not for whatever reason it does that, you know what I mean? But it just might make them do that more. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
I mean, my thing with the sexual abuse thing, even like as a man, it's like it is fucked up, and you want the worst to happen to those people, but at the same time, it's like, what makes them do that? Is it like happened to them as a child? It's like, did they grow up and develop these habits? It's like, or did they always had them and just finally had the chance to do it? It's like a whole bunch of shit behind like the actual rape and like the sex. But it's like, why? I mean, I can't say why because, like I said, it's a deeper meaning. It might be some mental shit. It might be some opportunity shit. I don't know. So
we are sorry you had to go through that. Thank you. It's
because it's also like, even like if a nigga just be like, if it's a nigga like, yeah, I did it because I couldn't get no sexual type shit. Like, why you just don't pay? Like, why would you want to risk your whole life or even a tag on you like that when you could have just paid like a couple of hours? Or is it like a thrill thing? Like doing it is they get a.
Okay, so I feel like you're more getting into like the psychology of a rapist, right? Like the mind of a rapist and what makes someone want to do something like that. In some cases, and I'm not saying this as an expert or nothing like that. I don't fucking know. I'm just giving my perspective, my thoughts, my opinions. In the in my instance, in the instance of the person that did this to me, it was a learned behavior from things that they saw as a child in their home.
Yeah, see.
Right? But I'll say this. I feel like people use shit like that as an excuse, right? Because there's plenty of shit that I was exposed to as a child, right? Plenty of shit that I would never partake in.
But I heard also it's a man thing. It's not really like, because I've looked into this a lot, but I heard it's like it's more of a high percentage that if something sexual happened to a man, it's easier for him to like do it to somebody else.
Hurt people type of
Yeah,
thing.
type
Yeah.
shit.
That's what Alani said in the chat. Yeah, it's for some people it is like, so for some people it's the thrill. Like some people just do shit for the, not for the plot, but like for the fuck of it. You feel me? Like just because they can, because they have the opportunity, because and you know what? I was talking to somebody recently, and she used to be a really good friend of mine, but we haven't spoken in a while. But when we did speak, she was telling me about some stuff that happened when we were teenagers, and I don't know if I made her realize it in the conversation or like we realized it together, however it happened, but how can I say this without saying her business? When we were kids, there might have been some times that you were put in a situation and it may have been rape, right? Or sexual assault. But in the moment, you don't want to be like bullied or made fun of by the group of people, you know what I mean? And that was the situation she was in. Like, she went somewhere with some friends and shit went left, and for me, people started peer pressuring her into doing things that she didn't necessarily want to do, but she also didn't want to, you know what I mean? Like, she didn't want to be a weirdo. She didn't want them to like cut her ass. She didn't want to be made fun of, essentially, right? So she just did it, but she didn't want to, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it made me think, because I feel like I've been in situations where like I didn't want to do something and somebody was pressuring me to, like, you know, like a nigga was pressuring, like, nah, just, you know, like, you know, niggas like, oh, just stick the tip in. No, like, we're not on that. But some people don't be strong enough to be like, to really like, nah, like, I don't want to stick the tip in. I don't want to kiss you. I don't want to do none of that. You feel me? And some people will just be like, all right, it's fine. You can, even if they don't want to. And I feel like that's kind of rapey. What you think?
Yeah, that's more, I would say, Yeah. It's not really, because
It's a fine line.
yes,
It's
like,
a fine line,
it's
right?
like you need to hear no, because no
Peer
answer.
pressure was at an all-time high when we were kids. Yes. Yes. Like, now as an adult, right, looking back at it, when I was in high school, there was bitches that we was just, yeah, that bitch is a slide. She be on the roof. She be doing this. She be da-da-da, right? She be getting transmen on her. But now looking back at it, it's like, damn, did she want to do that for real? Like, maybe she did. Maybe they did. Right? Maybe they did.
Yeah, some girls just sexually
Some bitches was like that,
yeah,
for real. Right? But maybe some of them didn't. And that's the unfortunate part about it. So, what else? Now, not you said if you know anybody that's been raped, but what do you think? Damn, I can't even ask that. That's a really good question.
What?
If a man that you knew, your friend, a family member, or someone, committed an act like this, right? How would you respond?
See, that's my thing. I would dead ass, like, I would be upset, but I would be trying to, like, I would start looking at, like, about, like, how long I knew them, shit we been through. I would be trying to figure out, like, what made the nigga do it, type shit. Especially if it's like you never like gave those type of vibes. You get what I'm saying?
So you would try to look for understanding.
Yeah, until I find out that there isn't none. Because like every time you're accused of sexual abuse or rape, that don't mean you actually did it. Because I actually just had somebody that went through that.
Okay,
you know
that's fair. But
so,
if you know for a fact that somebody you know raped someone, like
yeah, I would be telling you, but I don't know. Like that's what I'm saying. Like he followed somebody and snatched them, like, and raped them type shit.
Whatever the situation we're in, he raped somebody, and you is confirmed, and you know it. And
like, would I cut them off?
Would you cut them off? Would you what would you do? What would be your reaction?
Like, I'll have a conversation with them, but I would have to cut them off. It would just be like you can't. It can really be. Because even this person, it was like when they was accused of it, I'm like, well, why would that person lie? It turned out they was lying, so it's just like, all right.
Let me read some of the comments. I might not be able to see all of them because I don't have the right stuff. But okay, I ain't never been afraid to be viewed differently. The good thing about squares is they have edges. This. I'm all of the corny, all of the awkward. I don't care. I've been in a situation where when I went with something because I got pressured. Okay, she's ambitious. 09. I don't know who you are, but I'm sorry you went through that. Do you feel like you were not? I don't want to say raped because I don't want to put that on you. Do you feel like you were violated or like taken advantage of in that moment, or do you feel like it was okay because you still decided to go along with it in the moment? You're not gonna understand everything that happens though. And it's not been weird or weak. It's not being weird or weak. It's just a moment where you feel stuck and scared. There's different forms of rape and sexual assault. That's a fact. To think that peer pressure was a big thing when we were teens before social media grew up, and now I can only imagine the extent of peer pressure nowadays. Yes. And things like that, like conversations like this are things that make me not happy but like grateful that I don't have a child in this present day and age because Jesus Christ, these kids, oh my God, I can't even super violated. And I understand that. And I want to know how the people who were doing the peer pressuring back then when we were teenagers, what they're doing now. Like how they interact with women now. You know what I mean? If they still on that type of time, if they still like.
I used to peer pressure.
But like to the point where like you made somebody do something they didn't want to do.
Yeah, but
sexually.
Not sexually.
That's what we're talking about.
Oh no.
Like. There was some girl that I went to high school with, right? I'm not gonna say no names, but every other week it felt like niggas was telling us like, oh yeah, they running the trainer on the roof in Harlem River. I mean, what? Different niggas all the time, and it's like she was very pretty, she was cool. She was cool. Sis was cool. For me, cool. She was pretty. She dressed nice, like she wore a uniform, but you know how you could tell when you go to a uniform school. And for me, I never understood it, and it's like I can't, in my head, just being a girl, and I can't see her wanting to have been doing that, unless she was like looking for validation from these niggas. I don't know.
You gotta think like. You're thinking as a woman now, and as a teen, she probably just wanted the experience. It's not really.
That's a crazy experience to want at 14, 15 years old. That's an insane experience to want to have. But hey.
Maybe she liked it. You don't know.
I could be wrong, right? We were going through adolescence at the onset of social media, navigating uncharted territory. Facts. These YNs don't listen. They need a belt. And do they? These niggas need more than a belt. I ain't gonna lie. I don't remember who said it. I ain't gonna say it, but if you know the meme, niggas said some of these niggas gotta get down. Word. I think it was Dr. Umar. I ain't gonna lie. You remember how you reacted when somebody around you screamed "World Star"? Facts. I'm late. What's the question? There's no question necessarily. We're just talking. We're talking about heavy topics today. OZ NYC 199. I don't know who you are, but we're talking about rape, sexual trauma, domestic violence. Yeah. So I was just asking Brother Deacon, how would he respond if a man that he knew raped someone and it was confirmed that they raped someone? I just wanted to know.
Just probably go to book with them. It's not like, I mean, that's like somebody I know. I mean, it's not like that, but it's. You just cut them off. Like, you just look at them a different way because it's like, damn.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. As a woman, if I knew a man that raped someone, for one, I would never be around that man. Ever. And if they raped someone that I knew, I would do everything in my power to help get them get justice. Right? Whatever that may mean. But if I was a man and I like a nigga that I knew raped someone, I don't know. I feel like I would be so upset. Like if it was a friend or family member of mine and I was a man, I would probably have to put hands and feet on him. Because what are we doing? Why are you doing that? What's going on? Belt to ass, word. None of my bros doing that. I would hope not. Honestly, I would hope not. Rape is nasty. You gotta be some lame nigga who can't control rejection properly. I'll take out a rapist any day. Real niggas need to stand up. We need more niggas like you because niggas do not be on that. Word. Niggas do not be on that. You know what's so crazy? I was talking to somebody the other day and I was telling them like, yo, Harlem, I don't know about the rest of New York because I don't really be around like that. For me, I live in the crib. But Harlem is not how it used to be. Niggas is letting snitches walk around, come to cookouts, be outside. The paperwork is out there. Everybody has seen it. I'll be confused. Because back when I was a kid, there was none of that. Nowadays, niggas knowing that they mans out here raping bitches, touching bitches, being thieves. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Niggas don't have no morals nowadays, is what I'm getting at. But
it's the law.
What law?
You gotta think if in the 90s, like if it was a case and you did some shit and the snitch went missing, oh well, case cut. Now if you disappear snitch, you going to jail. Like they just as important as the niggas in the case now. They working. They getting checks.
Listen, man. Niggas is recording themselves on camera committing crimes, right?
You say niggas getting them checks from them.
Niggas is recording themselves doing crimes on camera. You're snitching on yourself, right? That's that. But you have the audacity to do that and be that brazen. But you telling me you scared to pop a nigga that's a snitch because you don't want to go to jail? Fuck is you talking about? I don't want to hear none of that shit.
Especially
these niggas is ass. These niggas is ass. Harlem is not the same. New York is not the same. These niggas is pussy.
Sure.
Anyway.
I'm not about to go to jail for no nigga that didn't tell on me.
He ain't tell on you yet. If a nigga tell on him, he'll tell on you.
Yeah, but that's like
that's how niggas back in the day looked at it. Because that's how you have to look at it.
Yeah, but no, that's not. Because you might not have no dealings with that person. You might just, it's Harlem. You're going to hear about it in the streets. But you might not have no dealings with that nigga. I get what you're saying, how it used to be. But now you're not just about to go pop a random nigga that you heard, that you know snitch, and you seen the paperwork, and he ain't got shit to do with you. Especially when the people that he snitched on not even trying to do nothing.
No, that's what I'm getting at, though. It be the niggas that be the victims of the snitching or the victims of the whatever, and the person be just walking the streets and nothing don't be happening. I'll be confused. Confusion be on my face. But anyway.
Yeah, but it's the same thing like with sexual abuse. If a
people
nigga
got older and stopped caring.
If somebody do something to a girl I know, that's different than me just hearing about something that happened to a girl. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to be out here looking for niggas that's out here raping girls, but if you happen to rape a girl I know, yeah, then I might want to get it on with you.
Harlem is how it is because niggas know when and who to do it to. However, everyone got some lames in their hood. Nah, chill. Harlem niggas not pussy. Just certain niggas ain't trying to risk it. Niggas got families to live for. I don't care who he snitched on. I don't do anything worthy of being told on. Listen. Like I said.
And that's another thing. Everybody claiming civilian life.
Niggas is weird.
If you claim a civilian, that means you could tell on anything that happened that you want. I mean, you don't live by the gang rules. You don't live by street rules. You're a civilian.
That don't mean that.
Yes, it do mean that.
Do not listen to Larry if you're a civilian. Do not be out here snitching on niggas because he will get.
I'm trying to tell you that's the street. If people look at you like a civilian, they not about to be out here trying to kill you because you snitch. Now, if you live by the gang rules, you grew up in these streets, and you tell on somebody, yeah, you going.
The nigga I'm thinking about was not a civilian when he snitched. Is a civilian now after the snitching.
Oh no! Once you snitch, you a snitch. Ain't no snitching then turn civilian. Ain't none of that. Nah, you can't do that.
That's what he did though.
Nah, you can't do that.
That's what he did though.
You can't snitch and turn civilian.
And you know who I'm talking about?
Probably.
Yeah. The fuck, niggas be weird. But anyway, I said a lot to say. Fuck. Anywho, cause niggas tell on anybody for anything. That part. Fuck. 6ix9ine still out here because niggas is pussy. That's what I'm talking about. It's exactly what I'm talking about. Once a rat, always a rat. Nigga will snitch on anybody. Ain't no snitching that's why it ain't. That's sure what that nigga did. And y'all know, you and her know who I'm talking about. We'll talk about it off camera. But anywho, bitch, that's snitching again. I'm crying. So yes. What was the next topic? Okay, domestic violence. Domestic violence. Do you count domestic violence as just like physical violence, or do you also count like emotional abuse, verbal abuse? You personally.
I don't want to speak on this because it's gonna stir the pot. So like,
no, stir the pot. Let's get it stirred.
Yeah, I like it.
Let's get it cracking. What's going on? It's just me and you, bro. What's going on?
Like hit me. It's maybe because
hit you.
Not you, but I'm just saying like that's probably why I like smaller girls because I like the aggressive. I like it.
Oh, you like to get beat on?
Not beat on, but like I would do shit to get to rile them up, put it like that. To cause, to make them want to swing a little bit.
You into BDSM?
No, I don't like that because I can't be tied up. That's like I need to have my freedom to move. Like, but if I'm standing there and you get angry and you screaming and you be like, "Shut up!" I'll be like, "Ooh,
that should turn you away."
Yeah.
This nigga is dirty.
But yeah, but I'm not. I don't respect the getting mad at your partner and like wilding out on them, being them and shit. I don't respect that, especially if you got an anger problem. Like, because some people could just be like, "Look, whatever. I'm not dealing with this today." But then you got the people that take it too far.
Okay, so you're here for like a little like.
I'm here for
like you here for like love taps.
No, I'm here for the argument before it gets serious. I don't know. Like, I know what that level is, so it's like I could say that, but like I don't know how you would like compare that level, like, because the level is different for every girl, like, so
Okay, so do you like it to get to where she actually hits you though?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, but that's not like domestic violence.
Yeah, but
that's like foreplay for you. That you just want.
But that's what I said. I can't really. But like, nah. So then, I'm not with that because if you get mad, yeah, you gotta relax. Like, you can't be hitting me. I got 4 sisters. Like, you can't be doing that.
He got 4 sisters.
Yeah, don't hit me. And they all different ages. So whoever you want to go get.
Okay.
But yeah, so nah,
you learn something new about this nigga every week, don't you? You a funny nigga.
Nah, because like, why you want? And then it's like I'm big, so a lot of girls might think like, yeah, if I get mad, I'm like, no, you're not.
He's not big, y'all. He's tall.
Yeah, I'm just but just a massive size over somebody is just like it might be imposing and they might feel away. But I never really went through that either though. So
okay.
Yeah, I never really went through that.
So let me read some of the comments before I say what I was gonna say. Niggas be scared of the outcomes, but not the lit ones.
Because do you think domestic violence and an abusive relationship is correlated? Do you think it correlates?
Domestic violence and what?
Abusive relationships.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes and no. Mental, verbal, physical is all DV. People think not getting hit means it's not DV. I agree.
No, there's
mental and emotional abuse is DV. Yeah, it's show fire, but I don't know what that means. Toxic. He don't mind getting slapped every now and then. He got slapped as a kid. Aggressive love taps. DV isn't just physical, and people mostly associate physical with DV, but emotional and verbal abuse is just as bad. I agree. Now, I feel like when me and Naughty was on, whatever episode me and Naughty was on, we was talking about this, right? Is Naughty in the chat? I don't think Naughty's here. Somebody send this to Naughty. But we were talking about how we were raised by strong Black women, right? And how the women in our lives have typically been the aggressors in the relationships, right? The more dominant ones in the relationships that they were in, that we witnessed as kids. Now, my mom, rest her soul, my mom was out here in these streets, you feel me? Like, my mom was like that. So, she was not letting nobody play with her. Nigga, bitch, anybody in between, like, everybody was getting handled. And my mom was a big one, for me, big gal, for me. So, I've seen my mom ping pow a nigga real quick, like, 2 pieces of shit when I was young, real quick. Nigga ain't do nothing. I think that might have been when I got turned on, like, oh. But then also at the same time, right? At the same time, I saw that. I was raised with my cousin, and I used to just smack him, right? Pap. We used to smack him, pap, pap. Whenever he would pap, smack, pap, 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 right? he would go crying to my mother. My mother told him to hit me back. I couldn't believe it. Why would you tell anybody to hit me? I'm your daughter. He told her, I can't hit her. She's a girl. She told him, if anybody put their hands on you, you hit them back. That's when I knew. Some niggas might not hit you back, but some niggas might. And you can be prepared for that. So, all that being said, I wouldn't say I be in domestic violence relationships.
But you be here.
I've been in one relationship where I had to ping pow a nigga a couple times because niggas was playing with me. But would I typically do that? Do I typically do that in relationships? No. I know to keep my hands to myself. But people have to also know that you can't just say anything to anybody and that shit gonna fly. Like, somebody might ping pow you.
Why you gotta hit me for what I said?
Because what you said was crazy, gang.
That ain't not crazy.
What you said is crazy. And said it in front of my moms, you're bugging. You're bugging. Word.
I didn't say nothing in front of your mom.
I'm talking about that nigga. That's why he got ping pow. Real quick. I ain't gonna lie, he hit me back though with a quick one. Hit my ass back, threw me against the closet, all types of shit. We was getting it in there.
I feel like
But I'll tell you this, I wasn't no victim.
Yeah, I can't hit. Like, I'm just... Because if I hit you, I'm going to feel like it's time to fight. Ain't no just hitting you.
No, that's what I'm saying. We was getting it. We was getting it. Trust and believe.
Ain't no way.
We fucked my crib up. Let me tell you. Let me see some of these. Hold on. Because the women who lives to...
He tried to fix that message like 12 times.
Or have limits. And that takes away from the men protecting the women. What? Get hit takes away from the women. Makes her feel comfortable away. That's my type. I'll stop hitting boys. I don't hit boys. I hit a man once and he hit my ass back. But if y'all knew why, y'all would understand. Y'all would have been like, you know what? You should have hit his ass again. Fuck that. But I'll say this. I learned my lesson. The lesson was, if I hit a nigga, he gonna hit my ass back. And you gotta be prepared for whatever that is. But on a more serious note, right, about the actual topic at hand, domestic violence, and it's what I think of domestic violence is a very serious thing, right? Like, I feel like that's, okay, to be clear, let me just backspace, clear up. The person that I hit, I was with them for like 10 years. The hit came in like year 7 after he said some wild, fly, slick shit in front of my mother. Had to, right? But I'm not an aggressive person, a violent person. If I was, I would have been ping-ponged his shit, right? I feel like people that be in real domestic violence relationships, you kind of know that shit quickly, right? Like, within the first couple of weeks, months knowing them, like, you know that this person is very aggressive. They make you feel scared. They might have pushed you, tugged you, like, cursed you out in front of your family, or like, for me, like, shit like that. Like, that's aggressive behavior. I'm not on that. But in those situations, I feel like I said, you see those signs early. And at the first sign that you see of, like, true aggression, you need to leave. Like, you have to leave. You have to get out of there. That part. DV is not okay, but people need to respect each other. Love is love, though. I agree. Who is this OZ NYC? Who is that? You know what that person is? This nigga spit. What do you... Well, you already said what you feel about this.
I mean, I ain't with it because, like I said, I feel like by that point already, y'all should already be apart. Like, it's not even...
Yeah, like, I feel like, especially for women in these situations, or anybody, right? Because there are women that are just violent. Like, they like that. Like, they beat on niggas. Like, that's what they do, right? And I feel like people know who to pick, right? Like, bitches like that know how to pick a nigga that's not going to hit them back for real, that's going to be, like, more timid or whatever the case may be. And niggas that are abusive, they know how to pick bitches that they know is not going to, you know what I mean? Like, it's something in them that they could, like, seek that out, right? So that's how they be getting away with it for real. But I want to talk more about the verbal and emotional abuse, because the reason why I chose this topic is because someone very, very close and near and dear to me is in a very toxic, in my opinion, abusive relationship. And it hurts my feelings because I love this person and I want them to want better for themselves. And it's like when you're not in the situation and you're looking at it from the outside looking in, it's only but so much you can do, because when a person is in that and they don't want to leave, it's like a drug. Like, it's like crack. Like, they are addicted to the cycle of violence. And I don't get that. Like, if somebody put their hands on me once, just for no, like, you know what I mean? Like, on some domestic violence shit, you're never gonna see me again. Once you make me feel scared, uncomfortable, unwelcomed, unloved, the fuck are we? What am I coming back for?
But that's what I'm saying. People might go through shit as kids that might, make them susceptible to that situation. Like,
I'll say this: I've known this person, my friend, my whole life, my entire life. She's never been through anything that would make her stoop to this low. She's actually lived a pretty privileged life in the idea of, like, coming from a 2-parent household and having never not having the things that she needed, right? She was pretty privileged in that. She was blessed. And she never went through anything super traumatic, super, like, hurtful, nothing that would shame her. Like, so it's like watching a fucking investigation Discovery Channel show in real life. Like, just seeing it happen in real time. And it's so crazy because no matter what you try to do to help a person in this situation, if they don't want the help, they're gonna stay. Like, they will take the abuse before they take your help. And I hate that for them. I feel like people only focus on the hidden part. I've watched women get broken down mentally by men. I've been there. I myself been there. That's definitely. I'll say this: the person that I'm speaking of, I don't think they're getting physically abused at all. I don't think that at all. But the emotional abuse, the mental abuse, the verbal abuse, the family abuse, like keeping her away from her family, her friends, like isolation, all of that is too much, right? Like, that's a lot. Like, why are you doing that? So yeah, Larry on the Brother Deacon on the last topic on rape, he wanted to know what makes a person rape. For me, I want to know what makes a person stay in these types of abusive relationships, because I feel like we gotta be stronger than that. Like, what would make you stay with somebody that's putting their hands on you or verbally abusing you, that's keeping you away from your friends and your family and everybody that you love? Like, what could it's not like this person is rich, they're providing you with things, they're putting you in a better position. Like, nothing has changed but for the worse. So why? I don't understand. The only thing I could think about is it has to be like a drug. Like, they got to get some kind of rush from the.
maybe. Oh, that's probably they just like it, maybe.
I can't see myself ever like it getting my ass beat. Comfort, fear, Rather take the bullshit from this person than find it somewhere else. That's sad. That's sad. Because you don't have to take bullshit from any person, right? You don't have to take shit from nobody. So I would hope that somebody in this situation is not looking at it that way. But if they are, I don't know. Self-esteem. Speaking from personal experience, sometimes you have to learn your value. Okay. That's true, right? But I say this for myself as well, right? I feel like I wish I could have learned more of the values that I learned in my adolescence growing up on my own in my household. Like, I wish I could have just had these conversations with my mom or like my grandma or somebody, you know what I mean? And learned it that way and actually received it rather than having to learn it in the streets on my own. Because I don't know, man. It's unfortunate for anybody that's going through any type of domestic violence, verbal abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, family isolation, friend isolation, like, it's all very sad. Okay, it's almost 9 o'clock. All right, we have to get into the last topic, which was, shit, I'm high. We did rape, domestic violence. Oh, sexual trauma. Oh yeah, that's a funny story. Ha ha ha. So when I was looking at the topics, I really didn't think too much about sexual trauma. Like, I was thinking sexual trauma like you know, like sexual assault, rape, things like that. Larry pointed out that sexual trauma could be, what was the example you gave?
Like trauma during a sexual experience. Like if the first time you ever got head, like with the girl had braces and she didn't know what she was doing, you might be a little traumatized. Or like same thing for a girl. The first time a nigga try to eat you out and he bites you or something, like you might be like, damn, I ain't fucking with that.
Oh God.
But just like traumatized like that, but there is like the other serious sexual trauma type shit.
So I would say, okay. So I think we covered like the serious sexual trauma under rape, right? But I would say sexual trauma that I was initially thinking about was like you ever heard a story of like somebody, a girl like ripping their hymen while riding a bike or like or while working out or something like that? Like, that's like what I think about when I think about like sexual trauma. Or you ever watched this show that used to come on TLC? It was called like Untold Stories of the ER or something like that. People would get like sex toys stuck inside their body or stuck on them and like shit like that. Like, that's traumatic. That's traumatic. Fuck it. Okay, yeah. So anyway, when Larry had said something about the braces, Lisa know that show. When Larry said something about the braces, it made me think about when I was younger, right? Remember we used to go to dubbing parties, like $2 to get in, shit like that, right? So boom, I'm at a dubbing party in my hood. I'm mad young. I gotta be like, I was still in elementary school for real. I was probably like 11 in like 6th grade, right? 11, something like that. So we go to this house party. We in there, we all chilling, we dubbing, we dancing, right? Well, we're not really dancing initially, right? Everybody just to themselves, standing on the wall and shit like that. You know, they throw on Doodle Brown or fucking whatever, whatever songs used to get us turned up back then, right? They threw that shit on, niggas turned the lights off. Oh, it was lit in that bitch, right? So my homegirl, my good friend, who's still my friend to this day, starts dancing with my homeboy, who's still my friend today. We all, everybody's still cool. She just so funny, right? Oh man, I'm dancing with somebody. She dancing on a nigga, our friend, right next to me on the wall. Bow. Everything cool. Suddenly, this nigga starts screaming. Like when I say I ain't never heard a nigga scream like that in my life. Still to this day. Still to this day. He made like a yelp, like it sounded like a dog. Like you know how when you step on a dog tail and they like make this loud. It was that. It was like that, but it came from a human. It was crazy. It was crazy. We all confused. Niggas turn the lights on. Niggas, what's up? What's wrong? When I tell you, I don't know how. I don't know if he had his dick out. I don't know. I don't know how it happened. But as she was dancing on him, his dick, hard dick, got caught in his zipper. Like, and the shit split his dick down the middle.
Oh no.
When I tell you his shit was gushing blood, like, I'm surprised the nigga didn't pass out. Nigga, oh God, what the fuck? Nigga, yo. Nigga split his dick open, dubbing at a party. That's some sexual trauma for your ass.
Yeah.
That's when I seen it with my eyes, 4K, and I was wearing glasses, 4K.
That's wild.
Stop telling the story. The story's done. The story's done. B, you know the people too. I'm gonna tell you when I get home. Sexual trauma could also come from anxiety, fighting yourself to remain in an uncomfortable situation. Interesting. Never thought about it that way. So you traumatizing yourself, essentially. That's you might need to talk to somebody. Today he's totally fine. He got like 2 or 3 kids, I think. Nigga, he a regular nigga. He hood nigga for me. He chilling. You might know him. Fuck.
That is wild.
Yeah. Shit was heavy, man. I'm trying to think. Have I ever had a sexual trauma? Have you ever had a sexual trauma?
Not really. Yeah, not really.
Outside of like the heavy shit that I was talking about earlier, like a sexual trauma like we talking about? I fell once.
What? During sex?
Yeah. Oh man. I was with my ex and he was in his living room. He was in his living room.
I just said I fell.
Nah, I deadass. I fell mad hard too. Mad hard. Nigga hit my hip mad hard. My shit was fucked up, bruised for days. Walking funny and shit. But so yeah, we in the living room. We doing what we doing for me. This nigga, madam, you about to laugh. He got hardwood floors. Clean. He got the baby oil.
Oh no, yeah, that's
Nigga.
really bad.
I'm bent over, standing up on the side of the couch, nigga. My legs just keep getting wider and wider, more slippery, more fucking wider. I'm feel me? Next thing you know, one leg gave out, I done fell over, I'm on the floor, dumb hard. Pop! Hit my hip, dumb hard on the floor. The act was done. Like, yeah, it was time to go to bed. Cause what? Nigga, I needed ice and all types of shit. I was sleeping funny, I was walking funny for days. That shit hurt like a bitch, nigga. I don't know if that would be considered sexual trauma or just some dumb shit, but
I mean, if it traumatized you.
it didn't. I mean, it didn't stop shit. I mean, it stopped shit right then, but we was still on that. We just put a towel down next time because that was crazy. That was not cool. Yeah, Timber for real. Have I ever caused someone sexual trauma? Ooh, you asking spicy questions. Who had? Of course it would be Brittany. Hmm. I don't know. I think I may have, but I don't know for certain. There's a person who I have a very strong like connection with, right? Like just person to person connection. And the sexual chemistry is there. The sexual tension be very high, right? But I don't know, it's just fuck you. They have an issue as to where they can't perform so well or at all for real, right? And I don't think I don't
What? You didn't even get it out.
I don't think my response to that should have been traumatizing to him. I think I responded to that pretty well. What can I say? You know what I mean?
You have to say what you have to say.
No, there was nothing for me to say. Like, it's a medical thing. You can't. There's nothing you can do about it. I don't blame. Like, I'm not mad. For me, I wasn't. Like, I was chilling. I feel like I was very understanding. Right? I felt like I was very understanding. But then years later, me and said person, we meet up. Not meet up. We went to the same event by chance, and we reconnected, right? And we kind of rekindle things. We link up, and they tell me, "Oh, things are better, things are different," and da 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 da. And all of these pipe dreams to finally go to do the deed again and to still have the same problem. So I don't know if he was telling the truth and like the problem was fixed, and I just gave him like performance anxiety, and that's why he couldn't perform again, or if he was just dead ass lying and never got that shit fixed. But either way, I think for him, just that like what he got going on in itself is traumatizing. I don't think I had anything to do with that personally, um, but yeah, I don't think I've ever caused anyone sexual trauma. Someone's caused me sexual trauma though. Would this be considered sexual trauma? So, some girl, some girl that my ex started fucking with after we broke up, right? But we were still fucking. Got mad that we were still fucking. And basically put my picture, my name, my phone number, my home address, my mother's name, and all my information on a escort site and posted like a sex ad of me.
Oh, that's
And
wild.
had niggas texting my phone, sending me dick pics, asking me how can they come and see me, how much did I want, da 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 da. I think that's sexual trauma, right? Like,
Yeah, that's some type of trauma.
that's something for sure. Cause the fuck was she on? Bro had ED. Yeah, he did. He did. He did. Unfortunately, I mean, he still does, or he don't, and I just fucked his head up. I don't know. I don't know. I can't call it. Might spoil it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that can it can and can't like traumatize you in different ways. But I don't know. Going back to the second time, you get the same result. It's like
I think sexual trauma. I don't think I've for real caused nobody no sexual trauma though. I feel like I've had more funny sexual trauma stories though. I'm just trying to think about what. Some I can't. One I know, and I just can't. I won't tell y'all. That's just that. Um, I cut my wrist once. Like when I cut my wrist, but my wrist got cut once, and I was like tied up. The shit was too tight. I didn't know till after.
What, like,
It was cool.
did you bleed out?
No,
Oh,
it was just a little, it was nothing too crazy. That shit was hurting for a couple days though. But I'm just sensitive to pain. But nigga had me tied up with a fucking belt.
that wasn't good leather then.
I don't even know if it was leather, to be quite honest. I think it was like a
One of those BB joints.
no. Like fucking like a fabric, like you know one of them cloth belt shits,
yeah,
like one of them shits, but like the rough kind of fabric. I don't even know what you call that shit. Like not, it feel like denim a little bit, but it's not denim. Like
I know what you mean.
yeah, shit cut my wrist. It was what it was. Motherfucker pulled my wig off one time when we was fucking. That shit was traumatic. Make sure that's why I be wearing wigs like that. If y'all notice, my head be breaking the fuck up because a nigga ain't gonna just be pulling my wig off, putting that shit on his head. I'm not with that funny shit. I'm not with that type of funny shit.
On his own head.
Lord, niggas be doing weird shit.
That is weird. That is dumb weird.
Niggas be doing all types of shit. Yeah, that was traumatic.
On his own head.
I said, see, this is why you gotta have that bitch glued down or take the motherfucker off before you start because I love that. Oh, your sister's a dirt ball. Oh, this bitch.
You should have put it on his head.
Pull my wig off, daddy. Yo, I hate her bad. I hate her so bad. Okay, Larry, do you have any more thoughts or ideas of the 3 topics we've had today?
I don't. Okay. I just wish everybody that went through it or been through it came out better on the other side.
That part. And I hope and pray that everybody currently going through it finds whatever they need to find, the strength, the peace, the fucking gun, whatever they need to find to get up out of that situation. I hope they find it, and I hope they find it quick. Ashe. And with that being said, respect to the law, respect to the law, respect to the law. We're going to open up the floor for any questions, any comments, any thoughts, anything you guys would like to say to me, Toxic T, and Brother Deacon. Oh. What the hell? What the helly? What the helly? What the hell? Okay, sorry. You acting bad in the comments. Yep, sure am. BD, we want more from you. Oh, Brother Deacon, they want more from you.
I really got no say on that. Like, it's not like something that a lot of people go through, so I can't.
Oh, no, it's definitely something that a lot of people go through.
Well, I'm not saying that, but it's like it's not something that I have an opinion on like that because it's black and white for me. If you do some raping shit, you should be canceled. And as far as sexual trauma, like I said, that can happen either serious matter or non-serious matter, and then that's basically it. Like nobody should be in a domestic violence relationship, or if you are, I think it should be up to what you can take.
And I'll say this for anybody that's in the chat right now: if you are currently in any type of abusive, domestic violence relationship, please get some help. Reach out to somebody. Whoever your somebody may be, please get out of that. Like, because though staying in something like that long term, it can only go but so far. You know what I mean? Before it gets critical. So today was heavy, you guys. I needed the libations for the deacon support, the weed, you guys.
Beyonce.
Yeah. Because this was heavy. But I feel like it's something that we needed to talk about. We have to have some uncomfortable conversations sometimes. And maybe this will lead to you having some more uncomfortable conversations with somebody you know who may be doing some unsavory things or may have done some unsavory things or is in an unfortunate situation and you want to reach out to them and try to give them some support, whatever it may be. Hopefully this touched somebody, because that was the purpose of this, right? To spread a little awareness, start a conversation, get the ball rolling. And yeah, we happy you guys tuned in with us. All of you that are still here, call Madam. She can help y'all. Yeah. Throw out the bat signal for Madam. You feel me?
She'll be back next week.
Yeah, she'll be back. She'll be right back like she never fucking left. And she gonna tell y'all all about her trip. She was out there in DC looking good. Bitch was on the Potomac. If y'all know, this bitch is rich. She got, give it a large, give it all to her. You know what I mean?
So that's it.
But yeah, we out of here, guys. We love y'all. I don't know if the thing turned on. They asked me, but I want to turn on there.